Hello and welcome to our reviews. Today we'll be reviewing the Marvel Legends Ultimate Green Goblin series, Carnage. So yeah, I've been waiting for this series forever since they announced it, and Carnage was the one I was looking forward to most, so he's who I'm reviewing first. I do have the entire series and shall be reviewing them as soon as I get around to all of them. But Carnage is the most awesome character that they chose to make, so it is a pretty good place to start. He is got really nice sort of Hasbro-type articulation. His sculpt is pretty good, although I suppose it could be better. Paint job's nice. He's got all these little tendrils and stuff, and he's really, really cool. Of course, he does also come with pieces of Ultimate Green Goblin. So, yeah, let's go ahead and zoom in for the articulation, sculpt, paint, details, all those sorts of things. Alright, starting off with a quick size comparison. Of course, Carnage is a standard sort of 6-inch Marvel Legends size. There's a 3 3/4-inch Wolverine, so Marvel Universe size, which of course Carnage is bigger than. And I've got a Marvel Legends size Venom here just for a little bit of comparison. He is bigger than Carnage. Of course that Venom could be a bit bigger, so, you know, but it's all I've got available. But, yeah, Carnage, perfectly acceptable size. He's very average size, which he should be, so he fits in very nicely with Marvel Legends displays. Anyway, let's get the other two out of here and just look at Carnage. Alright, moving on to our 360 spin. Here you can see Carnage. He is mostly red, and he has black lines painted all across him. He has little tendrils shooting off from his arms and legs, and then he's got one big cluster of them that peg into his back. Of course, he's got his head sculpt up there, which we will zoom in on in a minute. He has big clawed hands, as well he should. One of them is sort of closer knit, like he could hold something, and the other one's outreaching. I would have liked to have seen it be, like, sculpted in lines and stuff like that. That would have been cool, but it looks perfectly fine like this, and I certainly don't have any issues with it. Now let's zoom in on the head sculpt real quick. Zooming in on the head sculpt, you can see his face is mostly black down there at the bottom. His mouth is open, and he has some pink inside there. He has big white pearlescent eyes. It's difficult to see the pearlescentness on camera, but they are in fact pearlescent. Looking from the side, you can see that his jaws are serrated looking and sculpted fairly nicely, and you can see more of the black line work over the red. Everything looks pretty clean. It's a very nice looking head sculpt. Certainly looks like Carnage, so I have no issues with it. Now let's zoom out and look at some articulation. Articulation-wise, Carnage is pretty much spot on, exactly what you would expect to see from any Marvel Legend that's been coming out recently. He has a nice hinge neck. It literally goes like all the way back, all the way down, side to side. Very nice hinge and ball peg. Works really nicely. You can even get a little bit of pivot out of it. Ball joint shoulders in and out, forward and back. It's even ratcheted. Bicep cut. Double jointed elbows. Wrist hinge and cut. Abdominal joint. Waist cut. Hips go out. Could go out a little bit further, but no big deal. Forward. Thigh cut. Double joint knees. Calf cut. Hinge and pivot down here in the ankles. And also his little thing of tendrils can rotate on his back. So, yeah, like I said, pretty much every point of articulation you would expect from a Marvel Legend nowadays. I suppose he could have the little butterfly joint in the shoulder there, but that's not really a big loss. And, yeah, you can get him into pretty much any pose you really need to. Carnage does not come with any real accessories, unless you want to count the little tendril thing that attaches to his back. But it does, of course, come with 2 bits of Ultimate Green Goblin, so let's look at those real quick. Carnage comes with the head and back flames of Ultimate Green Goblin. The head, when attached, would be on a ball peg, and then these just sort of sit on his back. I will be reviewing Ultimate Green Goblin at some point, so you'll get to see the completed figure as well whenever I get around to doing that. Anyway, that wraps up everything accessory-wise for Carnage, so let's move on to the packaging. Alright, Carnage comes in the new style of packaging for Marvel Legends, and they are really cool. I really like the new design for packaging. It's better than every version of packaging they've done, or that Hasbro has done. It's not as cool as toy-based packaging, but it's still pretty cool. Big window here, Marvel, Spider-Man, Build-A-Figure Collection Green Goblin, Marvel Legends, Spawn of Symbiotes. It says that instead of Carnage because there is a variant for Carnage, which if you look on the back is Toxin, which is essentially the same body with a different head. I probably won't get any of the variants that they're making because I'm not really interested in any of them, and there's a high possibility that they won't come out anyway. But yeah, there's your variants there. Other figures in this wave, Carnage and Toxin, Electro, Spider-Man, Spider-Girl, and Black Cat, Beetle, and I believe that's Boomerang and Superior Spider-Man. and of course the Build-A-Figure Green Goblin. These are very good for in-package display, or you can display them out of package if you so desire. So yeah, Carnage. Alright, that wraps it up for Carnage, so until next time, goodbye! Hello, you've just watched one of my videos. Feel free to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed my videos. If you didn't, run away and never return. Also, feel free to check out my other channels, Venom Raptor for all my variety gaming content, and VR Reviews for reviews of various action figures and collectibles. Thank you, and goodbye.